Meron tayo ditong question galing kay Iya Akailar of Quezon City. Bakit hindi na lang suportahan ang mga advocacies ng mga animal welfare groups tulad ng sa POS at na adoption is the best choice kaysa pumatay ng maraming askal para mabawasan ang bilang nila? Bakit hindi na lang daw suportahan ang mga sino magsusuporta? Siguro bakit hindi na lang suportahan ng gobyerno, no, ang mga advocacies?
Yes,
ng
the long-term solution to the stray dog problem, of course, is and rabies is of course adoption, also spay neuter. Those are the long-term solutions.
And education.
Yes, and responsible pet ownership, because in the first place, there are no naturally born dogs that are stray.
Yes.
It is man that makes the dogs stray, because they were born as pets at our homes. When they become unwanted, we humans turn them out. That's when they become strays. But they did not choose to be strays. A dog would much prefer a home wherein his love, he has food, he has shelter.
Of course. But Chris, my problem with that question is it shifts the responsibility back to the private sector.
Yes.
I were talking about the government that should do
may
the job.
responsibility talaga ang government
Yeah.
dito. But you mentioned a second option, which is mercy killing you through injection, no?
Yeah, yes, that's using barbiturates. That's lethal injection.
How much does that cost? Bakit ayaw nila yun?
Compared to this Tambucho thing, of course it's relatively more expensive because you need to buy drugs. And only a licensed veterinarian
Can
can
administer
perform
it.
that.
Okay.
So mas mahirap yun.
A trained technician can do that under the direct supervision of a licensed veterinarian. And then there's another thing. The drug, being a barbiturate, is of course a prohibited drug.
Oh, yes.
And in order
Controlled
to
drug.
be able to purchase and administer that, you not only need your license as a veterinarian, but you need what they call an S2 license, which is being issued by the drug agency, the PDEA.
PDEA.
Now, most of these veterinarians, local veterinarians, feel that they cut above the rest. Ayaw nila mag-apply ng lisensya for S2. Ayaw nila.
I'm sorry to say, ganun kababaw?
Ayaw
Ano ba
nila.
yan?
That's one of their reasons. Kasi mag-S2 pa yan, ba't mag-a-apply pa ako? I heard during their last conference, they were asking the supplier of this drug to say, kayo na lang mag-ano na lisensya namin, padala nyo na lang sa amin.
Siguro
Kasi
government
feeling na sila
siguro the government or the veterinary schools really have to re-examine yung kanilang curriculum at yung kanilang mga
yes,
system,
exactly.
no? Kasi parang there's something very wrong
Yeah,
sa
there
attitude,
is a lot
right?
of things wrong with their attitudes.
Oo.
Tapos, ang ano namin, hello, you are a veterinarian. That's part of your requirement to become a professional veterinarian.
Yeah.
It's just like a driver, a professional driver. What does he need? A professional driver's license. Now, what do you need to fully practice your profession as a veterinarian? You need an S2 license.
Naturally.
Because you can't just function, do part of your function and not do the other part of your function.
That's
So
right.
you need an S2 license. Ayaw nila, tamad sila. Kasi according to one veterinarian that I know who is with an NGO says, it doesn't take that much time to do it. Just go there early, file like an ordinary person. You go there, you file, you pay for your fees, wait for your name to be called, and then before the day is done, probably half day, you get your license. You go home with your license. It's not that difficult. I really do not know na maraming nagrereklamo. Kasi kailangan pa ng S2. If you take a survey, probably large majority of these veterinarians do not have their S2 license.
So aside from the yung style of carbon monoxide in chambers na in-explain mo kanina and the barbiturates, are there other alternatives for to control the population?
dog
Kasi
population.
yun ang gusto gawin ng government. So let's try to see it from their point of view.
Let's differentiate this. The government's task is animal control.
Right.
That's their task. Animal control. So they are impounding dogs. They should be performing spay neuter to lessen the population, and of course the vaccination. Animal welfare is not part of because pounds are not for animal welfare. They're for animal control. Excuse me. So these methods need its ultimate purpose is to control the population of the dogs.
Yes.
So that is why we have these issues on euthanasia, because the dogs, according to law, that have been impounded can only stay for at best a week inside government pounds. Now you were asking about the other forms of euthanasia. Of course we have the infamous Tambucho, and then we have lethal injection or barbiturates. There is also the use of guns, of shooting the dogs.
Naku.
It may
Hit
sound
and miss yun eh.
Yeah, it may sound cruel, but compared to Tambucho,
You would rather.
this is much, I'm not espousing for it, but this is the lesser evil if
Kung
done
sh-
properly.
Kung sharpshooter yung
If done
nagbabaril.
properly, because there in the AO there are specific guidelines. You don't just go out in the streets and shoot any stray dog. You see, that's not the case. That's where the trouble is. That's where the issue comes out, because these people, some local government units, when they learned that shooting is being is one of the allowable or allowed euthanasia practice, they would go out and start shooting the stray dogs. That's not how it's done.
Ginawang sport.
Oh, this is how it's done. You impound the dogs first. Then you bring them to a secluded area. Then with a sharpshooter, you shoot the dogs. One bullet, one dog, using a sharpshooter at close range. So you shoot here. That's how you do it. If you are, according to most doctors I've talked to, if you are being hit here, the death is instantaneous. You
You
would
don't-
not even feel
Yeah,
anything.
you won't even know it.
You won't even know that you're dead.
But all this talk about killing dogs, dapat hindi na dumating doon eh. Dapat nandun na tayo sa prevention nga ng
Exactly.
stray population, no? Which, as you said, can be done through spaying and neutering,
That's the long-term.
humane education.
That's the long-term
Oo.
solution.
Alam mo, Chris, we have not exhausted this issue.
Oo
We really
nga eh.
have to, there's so much more we need to talk to you about, ask you about. And so I think really we should have
Yeah,
another
we'll
session on this.
Yes, but before we end the show, I really would like to say that I'm very, very happy that we have such a thing as the Tarlac shelter of the Animal Kingdom Foundation, because doon, Malots, hindi sila nagpapatay ng mga aso. It's a no-kill shelter. It's the only no-kill shelter in Asia. Kumbaga, they rescue the dogs from the dog meat trade, dadalhin nila doon sa shelter, they try to get them adopted, pero if they don't get adopted, the dogs can
They
live out their lives
Oh, that's
happily ever
good.
after.
That's really good.
Kaya nga, we have to go there one of these days.
Okay.
At dyan po,
No, but before we go, Chris,
Okay.
I'd just like to say happy birthday to one I consider the eldest sister I never had. Hello, Manang Titos. Keep healthy and beautiful. My love to you. Alam mo, they were recently out on an out-of-town trip in Houston, and they saw a big hospital for animals. Sabi ko, isang araw, we will have that too.
okay, hopefully. At
Yes.
dyan po nagtatapos ang Kwentuhang Pets at iba pa.
Thank you, Luis.
Thank you,
so
Luis.
much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you din sa ating mga listeners. Sama-sama
and-
muli tayo next Thursday 1 to 2 p.m. dito sa programang Kwentuhang Pets at iba pa. DZUP 1602, kasali ka.